I want to tell a quick story about the time last year in April when I was doubtful. Yes. And this was because I had recently enrolled my son into a school in which I have to pay tuition for, and it is a lot of money, but it's a very good school, and overall, he's worth it. It is worth it. And I had the money and I had the fees, the money for the fees to enroll him in the school and pay for him to attend for that semester. But unfortunately, at the time, I did not have the money to pay in full for the next semester. And I kept telling myself, the universe would not allow me to be able to enroll him and pay the fees the and such. But the universe will not get my hopes up high or to bring it back down. Like, I just don't have that type of, my belief is set up differently. However, I was still battling and am at times in certain ways, having full, complete trust. Being that I like faced with different circumstances that I've never been in before and don't really know, can't see my way out of it. Like, I'm really living through spirit. So I didn't have it, and at the time, in that very time, I was living out of a hotel because my current residence at the time didn't have any water, and it was like an ongoing situation that became worse and worse, and me and my family were very tired of it. So we decided to, ow, I just scratched a scab. We decided to live out of a hotel. And so that was already like what it was. And the money that I had to use it sparingly, yet use it because we were living out of a hotel, so we couldn't cook. Um, and it was just a lot going on. I had to eat out, and that racks up. So I was just, usually when I'm in my little situations, I'm just like at the time. Hold on, I'm sorry. At the time, I was really um, trying to. I was working on not hyper focusing on what I didn't have, what I lacked, or what could go wrong, and try my best to focus on what I had and what could go right, and what I knew would go right. And I also started listening to um, positive self love affirmations. At the time, I got back into my yoga, and I even affirmed to myself, like, I'm not gonna wait until I go through things just to do this. Like, this needs to be a lifestyle. So it was a very pivotal moment for myself. And so not only did my son begin school at the time, and I just learned how to meet, he and I both just learned how to ride a motorbike. We're going back and forth from the hotel to take him to school. I pick him up. Like, it was not easy. There was a heat wave that this country hasn't experienced in quite some years. It was a mess. My skin was burned. Um, I was smoking weed to calm down. I was, it was a time, but I'm grateful for it because I am where I'm at now. I got through it. So even though, like I said, I knew I would get through, but I was worried, and I wasn't quite where I am now as far as if I'm gonna pray about it, why worry about it? If I'm gonna worry about it, why pray about it? So I had a dream. No, no, no. One day I woke up. I was like in despair a bit, and I opened my email, and there was an email from my son's school, and it's usually I skim through the emails, but something told me to read this email in its entirety. And the email stated that they had a program in which you can apply for to pay in installments for tuition. And I kind of like broke down for a second, like in relief, like, oh my God, my prayers are really being answered, even though I didn't particularly, no, no, I did pray about it, because some things I don't pray about, just the universe hears my heart. And I'm really grateful and appreciative for that. So um, I read the email, and they said that they had an installment plan, and I kind of broke down and was just like so grateful. But then I started worrying again, because I'm like, when I read the email in its entirety, as I stated before, it stated that that program was only available to parents who had enrolled their students in the previous year on, which was 2023. And I became a little bit uh, devastated about that. But I'm like, I'm a pusher. Like, I will try, because if you don't try, nothing will happen. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. But something was stopping me from actually doing it. And one day, close to that time, um, I had a dream. I woke up in the morning. I had a dream that my grandmother literally told me. She was like, you need to go and print and submit the application. And the way she told me, it was the tone, it was the energy. It was like, it wasn't like her scolding me. It was just like, you need to do it, because that's why you, like, this is the answer prayer. You're going to get it. They're going to approve it, and you're going to be fine. And that was my first kind of prophetic dream from my grandmother that, you know, confirmed to me that she's really like in the spirit realm making shit happen for me and my children. And I'm so fucking grateful, man. So yeah, that happened, and I did it. That same day I printed went and printed the application. I applied, and they responded to me, I believe, the next day, and they approved it. And I got it. Like, I was able to do it. And I'm gonna come back with part two, because there is a part two, because I'm living in within the part two. So check up the deuces. Check you later.